Yo, what up, guys? Welcome to the Artist Spotlight episode 2. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the one and only Akira Toriyama. So, just a little bit of history before we begin. I know I was going to say not full history, but just a little bit, guys. Just bear with me. So, in I believe, around 1980s, he created Dr. Slump. He was he had a very unique art style and kind of give more of a comedic prose. He kind of took what he learned from Dr. Slump to his worldwide pretty much franchise was Dragon Ball, which created so many other like sub-series like C, and even inspired obviously Super as well, and even GT. Even though he wasn't part of that, I believe he did some of the character designs of that too, or forms, as I guess you could say. All right, guys, so we're gonna start with the black and white era. Pretty much on some of the manga panels, I clicked some, or I got some of them, not all of them, obviously, because there's so many to choose from. But yeah, as you can see right here, he was very good with the way he does his details, facial expressions, and character designs. And this one right here was from the original manga from Dragon Ball. I love the artwork, love the panel work. Even though it's not the full panel right here, it was just part of it. But come on, it just looks freaking phenomenal. So I know this is not his manga panel, but one of the things that I love about Akira Toriyama's art, how versatile he actually was. Once, like, what I've noticed with his art, he like drawing robots, cars, dragons. Like, if you really think about, if you really looking into all of his artwork, what he created, he really loved that. Especially obviously creatures too as well. So like in this one is Android 17 and 16 on this motorcycle. The detail that he created, his cars were insane and awesome. It's just like, if you look at every single little, like how long these little details took, this is why his artwork stood out, even if it wasn't from the manga perspective, just from an illustration perspective, or illustrator. But even before, when he started, like I would say around the end of Dragon Ball, he still didn't have like the big muscle kind of artwork, because he was kind of growing into that, especially in the beginning of Dragon Ball Z. They didn't really have any big muscles or anything like that. They were pretty fair. Like, it wasn't big muscular characters that you guys seen at the end of the series. It's because it's kind of cool how he created from Goku as a kid to as a teenager to like a young adult, and not be really muscular up until he really trained around, pretty much I would say around the Frieza saga, when he was in the ship. So you can see in this one right here, it's literally as soon as he was done training, and the way that Akira Toriyama's artwork kind of evolved and kind of started giving him more muscles than he did in the beginning of the series. Because he also did give him more like muscles within the Saiyan Saga too, with Vegeta and Goku, especially when he did Kaioken. And so that's where pretty much where all like the new art style pretty much started. Now that I'm more remember, sorry guys. But this is why I just want to showcase this scene right here, guys, because it kind of just showcases like the direction that he wanted to take of Goku and the other characters, especially like the body types, especially what he had before. I just want to showcase this one. This is from like Sandman. One of his, like, I believe one of his last art pieces, or like recent ones, I guess you could say. There's a game coming out based on Sandman with the Boro is in that. Looks really fun, really cool. But yeah, it's kind of cool, like how once you figure out your art style, it's just, I'm pretty sure to create this series was naming that super difficult for him, because once you have your art style, I'm not talking about story wise, I'm talking about like character wise. Once you figure it out, I'm pretty sure he was really comfortable with just kind of going with the flow, going with it, and just creating a bunch of awesome, dope characters. Here's another one right here that I really love, especially the detail, especially not like, damn. When I look at this, I look at every single little line that he did. Obviously, I know a lot of manga artists does this. I know it's like a known thing, a new technique for like inking and stuff. But just like I said, he loved his cars, and with Dr. Slump, with that character, I forgot the character's name. I'm so sorry. But yeah, with that character, he always brought it back some way, some form. Oh wait, it's right there, Ariel, I think it was something like that. I apologize. But yeah, like I love the way he does his details, especially away from like the manga and like just doing those kind of panels, him just making an illustration. I really love that how versatile he was, and how he showcased his digital work, and just doing artworks that just for fun, pretty much, or maybe for an exhibit. Like here, his character design is just awesome. The way he created characters from like small, big, especially with Cell. I mean, he was like a known artist that did characters like that. Like he did that with Frieza, and even you could say somewhat Vegeta with the regular Vegeta to the 8 form, and that was like Frieza was like the first form, second form, third form, final form, and ultimate buff form, 100%. And that was Cell. And what a funny little fact that he hated drawing Cell at one point because of all the little dots he had to create put on him. Look, he didn't even put it. He didn't put the little red, black dots on Perfect Cell. But this is what I had to like showcase right here, guys. Is the artwork here of Sandland, of the environment, the detail of this work. This is where I aspire to be now, of working on detailed background stuff like that. This is just freaking phenomenal work. Like especially when his character stands out so much, even with all this stuff around, because he has like already unique style with what he does with his certain characters, animals, and all the good stuff, guys. This is one of my favorite recent art pieces that I found of him. Here's an iconic piece right here. Goku just sitting down, like, yes, we won against Kid Buu with the Spirit Bomb of all things. And yeah, this is what, of course, obviously one of my favorite panels, one of my favorite designs. Just him sitting down. I really love his panel work too. How like the lake is out of the square, not inside the square. I really love that. I love the design. I love it, everything about it. I love the detail on this one. It's one of my favorite ones. Here's another Sandland right here, and this one right here is a little bit shading right here. I try to confirm that all of these works were from him. I found a website. I looked at the art books. I try to do as much research as I can to figure out like the origins of. Because you know, here's the thing about Akira Toriyama's artwork. It inspires so many artists. So many people have done so many fan arts of him. It was insane to find a lot of these art pieces, like official art pieces of him, because so many people have done so many fan arts, but like not like with their own style, but like with his style. It's insane. So here it is. I believe one of the covers right here. I forgot what exactly what cover it was, but yeah, here's like you see Frieza and Goku. Really love the work. I really like how he just made his clothes all black, no shading, nothing like that. Which that's something I really gotta get used to with my own black, with my ink work, which I'm doing right now, which I'm gonna showcase at the end of the video of like work that I created. My inspiration from obviously Akira. I created 3 characters, so keep a lookout for that, guys. Okay, so the slideshow was kind of acting weird a little bit, but I really want to showcase this art piece right here. His design choices are just so good. Like his character designs, even though like Frieza was small and Goku was taller, it still made it cool. Like instead of like, it looks kind of goofy, right? But it's still so good. Like especially like the simplistic of it. If you think about it, compared to all the artworks you've seen, obviously with the detail and the line work and all that kind of stuff. And you see like how there's not that crazy much detail, that little crazy lines. Like the line work spoke itself. Like damn, this is really freaking dope, man. This is one of my all-time favorites right here. Just a stare down between Frieza and Goku and the fight they're gonna have. And yeah, man, it's just incredible. Like here's another one. This is like the final one on the black and white era. Obviously, there's so much to showcase on this. But if I did, this would be like a 3-10 part of just showcasing his artwork. So I just chose some artwork, some maybe non-known artworks that you guys have not seen before. And this right here, like you see, he loved his pretty much cars and automobiles and stuff like that. And look at the line work. Look at the detail of this. He put Yamaha and the Poke and the Yamaha logo, all that, with like the name of it and all that. Like he loved his machinery. And look at the detail of the line work. Now see how like this right here has more detail, more light work than the Goku and Frieza one. I love how he could like, he knows when to put like the detail when he wants to have fun and experiment. Or I'm not saying he's experimenting on this one, but I'm just saying, or when you can do less is more with like the Goku and Vegeta. I mean the Goku and Frieza, and that's something that I need to want to learn of, like when I need to do less, when I need to do more. You know what I mean? That's a very great skill to learn. Like sometimes less is more. Alright guys, so this right here is gonna be like a little quick section. This right here is like got like solo character designs in a way, but colored. So like right here is the Vegeta and Goku. I believe right here he was doing markers, but for me, I sometimes can't really tell if one's like marker and digital art because he did both, and I really like how like he was like do different kind of mediums. So like here's for another example right here is Raditz, and how like he just created like unique designs based on like characters of from the past to the present, and I really love that. I really love how he just kind of like went back to what he worked on to like what he can do now kind of thing. And I love doing that too as well. Kind of look at my old art pieces, my old character designs, to bring them back some way, some form, and like updating them as well. So like here's another one right here. I really like how he does like muted light color instead of super bright colors. I really like that about it. Again, I did believe this is marker, but again, I can't fully tell. I believe it was. But yeah, like how like this robot, the way he did robot designs were super cool. I just love that. Even though some of them are like seem simplistic, but when you start looking at it, it's more like it's more crazier. Um, but yeah, like this right here from the Red Ribbon Army. Um, I I want to say a name, but I forgot that I kind of forgot his name. But it wasn't Mr. Black, right? I'm completely wrong about that, right? I'm thinking about another character. Because I remember they named them like colors or something at one point. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, this is super cool design. I like his missionary work, his detail of that, and also colors was really cool. It was really cool in his own way. The way that he shade, which I can't wait to show you guys a little bit later, of his illustrations, how he shaded his artwork was was pretty unique, especially the way he created them. Like for example, here's Frieda's first form, and here is actually one of the inspirations I got for the way I shade. Maybe not recently, but like subconsciously by looking at his artwork throughout all these years, is these little shapes here. So he did these little shapes are just like broken and like kind of on themselves and things. And that's how I kind of started shading a little bit of my artwork. I think you guys will notice that when I showcase my artwork a little bit on this video. But like, damn, the way he did his highlights. This is what I gotta remember and showcase my work. It's like, you know, sometimes you have to fill up the whole page of like, there's not to be no what highlights kind of thing. But yeah, this is like phenomenal work. Like for example, here's Frieda's first form, and here is actually one of the inspirations I got for the way I shade. Maybe not recently, but like subconsciously by looking at his artwork throughout all these years, is these little shapes here. So he did these little shapes are just like broken and like kind of on themselves and things. And that's how I kind of started shading a little bit of my artwork. I think you guys will notice that when I showcase my artwork a little bit on this video. But like, damn, the way he did his highlights. This is what I gotta remember and showcase my work. It's like, you know, sometimes you have to fill up the whole page of like, there's not to be no what highlights kind of thing. But yeah, this is like phenomenal work. Obviously, this is the most used image of all time, I believe, of Goku using the Kamehameha. This was been used so many times, but so great. It's been illustrated so many different ways by other artists and by like digital different mediums. Like, oh, this, I'm pretty sure some of you guys have seen this. Even if you guys are not a big fan of Dragon Ball, you probably have seen this image somewhere on somebody's shirt. I'm telling you, this is one of the most reused images of all time. Well, the ones I've noticed, I guess you could say. But like I said, I love the way he does his muted colors. I really do. And the detail, the way he does the hair, he didn't fill out the whole hair black. He literally put all the lines there to kind of showcase like he's blasting the Kamehameha. So here is Kami. Almost forgot his name. So here's an illustration of Kami. Like I said, it's a little decent. The colors, I love the colors, the way he shades, especially like in a different way, like the other markers. Because I believe this is right here is digital. Because the markers obviously he does like his shapes, right? Like 2D shapes and all that kind of stuff. With the, I believe with traditional or digital artwork, he kind of blend everything together, kind of thing, of a new way of coloring, but still had like the muted colors. Freaking love this image right here. Oh my god, this makes me want to draw more with like just a white background instead of having I have to color my backgrounds, especially when I'm making art prints and stuff like that. This makes me just want to go, let's go just use white as a background. He makes it look so good. Now this is the section I really wanted to showcase, and the reason why, because these are all just illustrations of his characters from Dr. Slump, Chrono Trigger, and other art pieces that you guys probably not seen with Dragon Ball. Like, this is like a whole new side I believe not many people know about but have not seen it in a while, because obviously they'll only like looked at Dragon Ball for obvious reasons, the most popular. But I really want to showcase this section right here, guys, of him just having fun and making illustrations with his dragons and automobiles and his other characters crossing over. Like, oh my god, it's just, I freaking love this section right here. So here is a crossover from Dr. Slump and obviously Kid Gohan. And Aurelie, I forgot, sorry if I said the name wrong, was like Gohan looking at a book with Akira Toriyama's logo right in the front, like that's like his little character, robot character. And I just love the design, him just having fun with his characters, crossing over, put them together in different clothing too as well. This is like a fun illustration that like just looking at this makes me really feel inspired by just creating this design, just having like not they don't have to have a big purpose. It's just a fun illustration. So here is a fun little design. Well, actually not fun. Like I mean, it was fun, but not little design. A lot of intricate detail with his little creatures, little pirate ship looks like, with like his the way he does his dinosaurs and all that kind of stuff. With his muted light colors with his markers. I love this piece. I thought it was really cool. I want to showcase this one because I'm pretty sure maybe not many people have seen this piece right here before. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Let me move over here. So yeah, just like a fun little illustration right here. This is what I love about just looking at his artwork, of like the things are not just always based on Dragon Ball or his other series, of him just creating fun little illustrations of his other characters he created and kind of come up with, you know. So like I said, he loved his automobiles, not just with cars, but like automobiles. Like this one here, he made a motorcycle with Goku, riding the motorcycle of all things. He's dead in this one. He has a little tape on his face. I'm pretty sure right here is supposed to say Kami. Like the little, like even like cameo stuff. This is where I kind of learned how to add little cameo stuff on my artwork, of like just little things that like you know they're there. You could barely see them, but like that's a cool little cameo when you spot it. And that's what I love about his artwork. Sometimes when you look at it, like I'm pretty sure it's probably me somewhere, somewhere. Capsule Court right there, and yeah, it's just like, does Goku really need to ride a motorcycle? No, but he looks really cool, and that's what I love about it. He's just like having fun with his illustration. He doesn't need it, but it's freaking awesome. Obviously, I had to showcase this one, Trunks: The Future Saga, especially the story of Trunks and the future Gohan and all that. I don't know if he made a color version of this. I obviously do know he did drew this, but like I've been trying to find, like I said, some of the illustrations are not clear if he's the one he actually created, because some of them are not like fully like the drawing with like the signature and all that. So again, if I get something wrong, if somebody did other color on this, guys, I do apologize. But I believe this is his work right here. I tried to do as much research as I can to get things accurate, but I just had to showcase this one. This one right here was one of his darkest stories, and it was really good movie, pretty much movie special. So here's one of my favorite art pieces right here too as well, of just a big dinosaur riding with Gohan on a scooter catching butterflies. And look, the dinosaur is injured. Like I just like, see what I mean? Like when you look at little details of his designs are just so freaking cool, man. Look, you see his son Gohan as well. Like I said, he loves doing this kind of stuff, and I love watching every single detail of this. This is amazing, and I love it. So obviously, I had to showcase Chrono Trigger that was kind of similar to FF7, but no, not the artwork. Obviously, there's another artist for Final Fantasy 7. But yeah, this right here, obviously, I had to showcase Chrono Trigger, the characters within that series. I actually played it. I didn't finish it, but I played it recently when I had my injured hand right here, guys, and it was pretty fun. I just wish I probably will go back to it eventually, but I've been playing other games recently. But like, yeah, obviously, like this is not Dragon Ball. Like he inspired other series, just like Chrono Trigger. This is one of his fun illustration pieces. Like this one, I'm going to do this one a little bit quick, but like, come on, Car, Goku, Bulma, you know what I mean? The pig. It's just fun illustration, honestly. It's just a fun one. So like you see these art pieces, they feel so full of life, even though they're muted colors, and they feel like, oh man, this would be really cool as art prints. Like really cool design just by having a white background. Sometimes he doesn't have to go too crazy with adding like a whole background or anything like that. And I love about that, and that's where I will love to get to a point where my detail is like I don't have to do any of that kind of stuff. But yeah, I just love his artwork, love his creativity. Just him and his dinosaurs too, man. So here is another cool one, obviously with Gohan, Goku, and Bulma with the car, Marlboro, I believe it's a cigarette company or something like that. I don't fully remember. But this right here, like I said, he loves his cars. Like it's another fun illustration I wanted to showcase. I believe this was based on marker, I believe. But wait, even when you look at it, even someone like little, looks like it was like a little bit of mistakes, but actually it's not. Like this part right here on the tire, I thought it was a mistake, but what actually was like, oh no, that's how the tire would look like when it's on the other side. So I noticed some things too, like how some lights may look off, but it's actually done on purpose. I'm like, what? or he probably just knows how to fix it at this point. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this is him, right? The reason why at first I didn't thought it was him is because of Goku's face. That's what I thought it wasn't him. Obviously, the muted colors, it is him. But the reason why I thought it was not him was actually because of the Super Saiyan Goku's face. So again, some of these drawings may not be actually his. I don't know how many I'll get wrong, but I did so much research. But there's so many people that are inspired by his artwork that is like other artists, that professional artists that done characters of his artwork, but like not even trying to do their own art style, but like try to do one-on-one kind of thing. It's like it was frustrating to look through for this video, like look for art for this video, but it was fun. It was actually fun, but a little frustrating. There's just so many. Obviously, this is a very iconic illustration of him, and as you can see, there's a couple things that I do inspired, but I know other artists done this before too as well. Of like the tape right here, like the kind of like the medical tape kind of stuff. And yeah, I really like how I did like he added one color and else red, and I made this art piece look really freaking cool, especially with one of his first characters. It's just so awesome. But yeah, I really like I said, the black on the hair and also on the outfit. That's something I really gotta get more confidence on and really just do it kind of thing. Like this one too as well. You just added a ship out of nowhere, an airplane. Gohan riding it with his different colors. Like I don't think he had like specific colors for any of his characters fully. Obviously with Goku, yes, and sometimes like Piccolo, but like I do know that sometimes he just changes the colors out of the whim. Oh, sorry, like out of the whim. Like you can see right here, like Gohan, like he had like green, like he just changes colors just like whatever he's feeling. And I do understand that too. I do that sometimes with my characters. I just like, even though there's like a specific color for them, I'm like, I kind of want to try this color. I don't know. I just felt like it. That's it. Like, that's it. Hey guys, I found this image that it was on a website. It said it was based on Akira Toriyama made this. I don't know what this franchise is this from. But the reason I wanted to put on this, if this was actually his, this really inspired like pretty much Piccolo and also possibly Broly. Like the OG Broly design. That's Broly. So here's another one right here with the dragon. I believe it's the first one I showcased with the dragon. I'm very surprised. I thought I showcased more dragon ones, but I didn't. But yeah, I just want to showcase this one with the dragon with the 4-star ball. Obviously, that's a reference from Goku, Gohan, sorry, and the DB for Dragon Ball, and like the the snow part, but it's also around the Red Red Army and the Android, right? Android 8. Right, like when it was like all snowy kind of thing. That's where I'm getting from. But like I said, he doesn't like fully stick with one color sometimes. Like he put Nimbus usually yellow, but this one he made green, blue. Why? Why not? I want to showcase this one right here, guys, because like I said, I did some research. This robot popped up, and the way the line work is, the way the character design is, this has to be Akira Toriyama. Like it did say on the website that I found it on, but again, it could be wrong. I know I've been sending so many warnings on these, but like I said, I've tried to do so much research on this. It was insane how much people like, how many like counterfeits out there, man. Obviously, I had to showcase this one. I believe he did this one for an art exhibit. Where here it says Akira Toriyama exhibit, and man, dude, the detail of the motorcycle, like it's not even a perfect circle or anything like that. He didn't care about that. Like the detail of the motorcycle is insane. Giving Goku an army-like suit, it's like, bro, and always him bringing the pole back, like, oh my god, the helmet coming off to showcase Goku's hair. This is one of my favorite pieces of all time. I wish I could see its exhibit. Like I said, does Goku need a motorcycle and a gun? No, but it's really fun and really cool design. Can you guys deny that? So I guess this is like a US one because this is US right here, but I'm not 100% sure about the exhibit. But damn, man, one of my favorite all like pieces of him. So I believe this one right here was Blue Dragon. I bet you his early works right here before you start adding more muscle on his artworks and characters and designs. But as you can see, like if you look at the face, that's pretty much Goku. So I found another one right here. I believe this is digital artwork right here, guys. Because the way that he does the shading right here, you could tell from the markers and the digital art. Now by doing this video, actually like I'm realizing more of like, oh, okay. But yeah, like I say, he still stick with his colors, and A really cool design, honestly. With the brain. I don't remember what monsters it's from because I haven't played Dragon Quest or like full on Akira Chrono Trigger and stuff like that. So I don't know what design is from. I want to say Dragon Quest, but I could be wrong. But this is I saw this and I thought it was a really cool art piece. The way he created his monsters and pretty much villains is really awesome. I believe this is one of his pieces. They did like a kind of like a before and after. You know how like Goku riding Kid Gohan, and then it flipped to Teen Gohan, and then Goku just riding the back eating food. You feel like the and like oh my god, his automobile artwork is just like I love it. I know I can bring it up, but it's like I said, he stuck what he loved, and he just like muted colors for the most part. Not that many bright colors. You really look at it. Like sometimes yes, he used them, but like for the most part, he really liked the muted colors. Like which is like the muted means like what I describe it as, which I said this in the beginning of the video, or a lot earlier, is pretty much like it has like a lot of gray influence, a lot of gray in the color, pretty much, like black, you could say. More character designs right here, guys, based on like I believe this is for the Boo Saga. All the characters right here, for Popo, for like creatures and King Kai, and like pretty much all different like series, pretty much like right here, the King Kai and Mr. Popo. Gohan of his adult years to Goku Super Saiyan 3. Some ideas right here. Like he was just gonna have like the eyebrows and not fully long hair. Mr. Satan, Boo, we saw that earlier. Cell, like the way look, he was gonna give like a human form on Cell at one point, or big muscular form, or this right here more inspired like kind of like I would say cooler in a way. Maybe this is where you got like cooler idea. But yeah, it took him some time. And I honestly thought at first like, oh, he comes with these characters quick. No, he actually took his time, messed around, and like trial and error. And he didn't finish the art pieces. And sometimes you don't have to, especially when you're designing a character. And that's where I learned that from. It's like, oh, if you could just do that and just not really try to finish the art piece. I don't know why my brain thought, oh, you have to finish the art piece to finish the design in order to change the design. I don't know. I was weird like that. And the final one I wanted to showcase his work was this one right here, guys. The reason why is because this right here is so goddamn clean. The perspective, the dinosaur, the equipment, the clothes, the colors, and he only used like very little colors too, like his other pieces. But for some reason, this one right here, guys, maybe because like the longness kind of feels really full, is like literally one of the best artworks that I've seen in a while. Like when I saw this, like when I was trying to become like being an artist, I was at awe. Like the detail of this piece, the line work, the color. I love. I don't know why. I just love the composition on this illustration, and this is why I really love about Akira Toriyama. Not only he could do like manga stuff, he could do illustration, character designs. You can do stuff like this of like for exhibition work, art books, or something like that. And this is where I aspire to be, just like a lot of artists aspire to be as well. Where like he not just do one thing, he can do other things too as well with his characters, and fully design these characters and like in fully funny illustrations or cool illustrations or clothes they will never be worn, but they're just wearing it because it's cool and awesome illustration. And that's what I love about Akira Toriyama's artwork, guys. And I hope you guys like this video. Hope you guys like the other artworks here. I will put it into chapters or sections of what we went to, from the black and white to the character designs to the illustrations, guys. Alright, guys, so this is the showcase of the artwork that I created for him. So if you guys don't know, I got into cards today. I'm going to use 3 fingers. So I'm learning how to do art again with 3 fingers only in traditional. I did my best. I experimented and I tried something new. I haven't done markers in like a year. But this is my dedication to Akira Toriyama. I drew his little logo character with the Nimbus, obviously with the halo, and you can kind of see the inspirations of his artwork that he did for mine, especially with the shapes of the shading and a little sticker that says hi or just something random. The eyebrows is just my own thing that I do. I experimented, and then within the next few pieces you guys see, it's like I feel like I understood more how markers work better, and hopefully in your case, in your opinion, hopefully I did better. So the next character we did was Vegeta. So in this one, as you can see, more of his inspiration of the shading, especially with the shapes and all that, guys. you guys can see like the shapes right here of the shading and the little squares and openness of it kind of thing. That was inspired by him. And also like the white. And so this right here was my own version of Vegeta with the white eyebrows. It's something I do, and as you can see, a lot of inspiration came from him, and like doing my own thing with my doodles, obviously on the designs, and Akira Toriyama obviously with the Saiyan ship and his character wearing the Saiyan armor. So this is a really fun piece to make. And the final one, which I feel like I finally got it down. Obviously I still got a lot to learn. Was Piccolo. Right here, it was my own version of Piccolo with my doodle characters on top, the shading and everything, with the lookout in the background and the like his cape like kind of wiggling around in back. So this right here was a cool experimenting piece, especially with like the less of like the blackness of it, because he had like the white like cape kind of thing and the hat, which I still put his tentacles. This right here was a really fun piece. I can see a lot of inspiration was from him still. Like I said, like I want to put a little more cameos into my art pieces, and I know a lot of artists does that, but that was like I got the inspiration from Akira Toriyama. Like right here it says Toriyama, and so like I love like where you have to look at the art piece and you find something that you're like, huh, I didn't expect it to be there. Like for example, sometimes I add smiley faces and sad faces around the art piece as detail. So yeah, that's my dedication to Akira Toriyama. I wish I could do more, but yeah, this is my way to dedicate it to him. So yeah, it was really fun, and rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like, subscribe for more artist spotlight, and keep a lookout for more art original videos, like my first art challenge, guys, of this new series. It's pretty much a tease of it, and I can't wait to show you guys more. So thank you guys again for watching. Much love, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out, much love. Bye, everybody.